The second of our films tonight is called Dykes on Bikes. It takes us into the world of Vixens, a lesbian bikie club from Sydney. It's by journalist turned filmmaker Michael Cordell, who's coined the term video verité to describe his approach to the film. Elaborating on what he means by this term, he said, "Home video is doing for television what the Apple Mac did for desktop publishing. Suddenly making movies is accessible to everyone." He also adds, "I shot this whole film by myself with a handheld hi8 camera. It was a liberating experience. It was like being a print journalist again, interviewing someone with no more than a notepad and a pen." He believes that in this film it allowed for an intimacy and spontaneity that is normally very hard to achieve. So here's Dykes on Bikes.
I'm Deb and I'm the president of Vixens Motorcycle Club. I'd like to see more women be in the club and get to know each other so we can go for long rides. It'd be great to see, you know, about 50 dykes on the road going for a good weekend and having some fun together.
Burning along in my Z500 Kawasaki. Well, I'm burning along in my Z500 Kawasaki. I'm a big butch biked up, and I know what I like. Burning along in my Z500 Kawasaki.
It's you and the machine and the road, the freedom of the wind and the sunshine on your back, and the way you feel when you're in control. It's like control over the machine. You can let it control you, but you always control the machine.
I can fly. I'm burning along on my Z500 Kawasaki. Well, I'm burning along on my Z500 Kawasaki. I'm a big butch biker, and I know what I like. I like burning along on my Z500 Kawasaki.
Well, I believe straight society view the Vixens as like, you know, this is a real renegade sort of extreme lesbian club. To a certain extent, we do scare people, but that's not our intention. There's very few men that I'm attracted to in the sense of their personality and their mind, their intelligence, and like, you know, I can't actually go up and say, oh, that's an attractive man sexually, because I don't feel like that with them. But, you know, there's good-looking men around and there's good-looking women around, but I prefer women. That's just the way I am. I can't really, it's just my makeup. I can't really say. A lot of other lesbians would see us being butch and macho, but within our own club we have women, really feminine women who ride bikes. It's not strictly a butch thing. It covers all walks of dykes who like to ride bikes. Oh, I think I was around about 11 or 12 when I felt that I was different from other women and other young girls who, you know, always were wanting to seek boys' attention and find out about, you know, what you do with a guy. And, you know, I mean, I had sure inquisitive times when I wondered what it was like, but it was the actual fact of that I was more attracted to women rather than men. You know, I like men. I'm not a man hater or anything, but I'd say I was around about 12 where I really felt that this was my life. This is where my path would take me along this way. Well, my parents they would think it was like a phase that I was going through, or you know, they thought that I would grow out of having crushes on women and wanting to go out with women all the time. I thought that, oh, you know, she'll grow out of that. It's just a young girl stage where they can relate to women only, and we're not so inquisitive about boys. They were okay. So I just blurted it out one day. I said, look, Mum, I've got to tell you something. And she said, what? And I said, I'm a lesbian. And she just felt my throat and says, oh, it's all right, darling, you know, you've got a fever, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. She says, oh, I don't think that's really what's on your mind. She says, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. She just walked off, and I just thought, oh, well, another time I'll tell her, and then she'll get used to the idea. Yeah.
I'm a big butch bike dog, and I know what I like. Burning along on my Z500 Kawasaki. And when I walk down the street, how they move to let me pass. See the girl in the leathers, how she strides tall and proud. They see I'm a woman, not the bikey chick type. I start out my bike, rev it hard, rev it loud.
My feelings of being attracted to women is I think typical of, you know, the attractiveness first, and then you get to know the person, and then, you know, your sexual desires come into it as well. I'd like to establish a partnership, a loving, caring, someone who I can be with till the day I die, because it's something that it's comforting and make you feel secure. Then again, I could be independent too, a single person, and be happy with that. But I think myself, my makeup is to have a partner and to grow up and learn and share with that particular person. My girlfriend's a pretty close friend. I talk about everything with her, and we go out to pictures and do the normal things couples do. She's a good friend. Oh, it's Annie's birthday, so I'm going to see her later on tonight after she goes to dinner with her mum. So I'll come over with a present at least, a bottle of champagne. A bit of slap and tickle. Have a good night. You know, I haven't got a partner who's quite as open as I am, but you know, I respect that. I love her for what she is, and not for what I want her to be. So. You know, there's things where if you can accept it, well and good, but if you don't, well, get out of your situation. But I can accept it, and you know, perhaps in time she will change. She wants to be liked and loved and respected as a person for what she is, how she portrays herself, rather than what she does in the privacy of her home. She doesn't want to be seen as abnormal, I suppose.
Would you be sort of having a dinner with Anne tonight?
No, she's going over to Mum's place for dinner.
You won't be going?
No.
How come?
I wasn't invited. Simple as that.
Why is that?
I don't know why. It's just dinner that her mum's putting on for her, and, you know.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, a little bit left out. But it's just one of the things you either accept or you don't.
And is Anne cool about it?
Cool about what?
I mean, is she upset that
Liverpool train number 6 platform, Lincoln, Auburn, Granville, in all stations.
I don't think so. I don't even know whether she gives it another thought. I don't know. Just, you know, it's like she does her thing, I do my thing. We sort of like meet when she feels like it, basically, sometimes. Won't be long before I have to put a blanket on soon, too. He just approached us to do some photographs on the club and do a little interview. It was on gay bashings. He said he was doing something on gay bashings, and all the publicity we could get on gay bashings, we followed up. Hinch program, Sydney Morning Herald, because it was an important issue. There'd been 5 deaths that year from gay bashings. When we started Street Patrol, and we did as much publicity as possible, and he said, I do freelance for overseas publications, America, you know, Europe, and then it ended up in People magazine. And it wasn't a story about gay bashings at all. The headline, as you can see, is Bikers Without Balls in Trash City.
What was the headline again?
Bikers Without Balls. This board is such a problem. It was chopped in half. I haven't replaced it.
It's a bit on the skilky side, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's my house. She was minding my flat while I went to America. You know, you were there. Oh, was it? She was going out to see you on stage, and we did that once.
So what's happening tonight?
Oh, just have a feed. I think stay around in the house, have a few drinks maybe. A few friends might be dropping by later, as usual. Tracy has a couple of piercings to do.
Oh, you little bitch. No, you're pushing on, don't push the clamps. Keep them closed, but don't push the nipple down. Right, I need access to it tough. Gotta get this to stick in there.
It improves your sex life.
It does.
It's highly sensitive.
Yeah, like at the back. And I love being at work dressed up in my suits and that, and I sit there and play with my nipple ring.
Well, I would class myself as a leather piercing tattooed dyke, basically, because I like all three. I'm into all three.
And what is it you like about all three?
Well, I love the feeling, I love the smell, and I like the look of leather. I like the feel of being pierced. I like the look that I have with having pierced nipples. And I like tattoos. You know, just the way you dress or you talk or you carry yourself could be, you know, an inkling to someone to attack you because of your sexuality. I've been attacked on Oxford Street and been punched in the face, and thank God some gay man spotted it and pushed the guy out of the way and grabbed me, and, you know, we ran down towards St Vincent's Hospital.
How about work-wise?
When I did my course in hospitality, the girls got issued skirts and blouse and tie, and I specifically requested to have trousers because I don't feel comfortable wearing a skirt because of the way I sit. I sit with my legs open because I'm comfortable like that. I don't sit with my legs together. And plus I like throwing myself into the whole job, you know, and using every bit of energy that I have. And sometimes, you know, I might expose, I might not look very feminine doing it, and just wearing a skirt looks gross, you know, when a girl's sort of like getting into it, and I reckon. But the management seemed to feel that I didn't suit the job because I wasn't the type of woman that they wanted, I think. You know, that happens, but you just gotta, you know, the more it happens, I'm getting used to it. Not that I want to, but you're getting used to it, you know. I'm sort of expecting it to happen, which is not very good, but that's life, isn't it? You know, I've got to take it, or you just bury yourself under a rock and don't come out. Well, here's my bike. It's been off the road for about, 6 months. I've had it covered up here down at home. And there's a lot of work need done on it. I've got to get a new back tyre, it's bald. And she's pretty bald there. I just want to get a new one. It's going to cost me about $200. This is about 11 years old. And the shockies need doing. I'll just get up and show you the shockies. I've been on this bike for about 12 months. I've been off it for about 12 months. And it's going to cost me at least $1,000 to fix her up. So, unfortunately, I won't have this particular bike for the Mardi Gras, but I've organised hiring one for the Mardi Gras. I miss her. I love riding her because I go everywhere on it, you know. Go over to my friend's place, I go to town, hang out in the bars, pool, play pool, drink beer. Well, I don't drink beer when I'm driving, of course, but I drink beer and I ride as well, but hopefully the cops won't find me doing that. Congratulations, Justin.
Oh. Thanks, Dad.
These are our new associate members. If you'd like to be a member of Vixens Motorcycle Club, see myself or Sandra, and we'd welcome you into the club, no problem. What I'd like to say tonight is we're riding... The first year we did Mardi Gras, Dykes and Bikes entered into the Mardi Gras parade. It was 1988, I think it was, and there was a total of 8 of us on bikes. And, you know, I heard back later on that people were thinking there was about 50 bikes, you know. There was so much engine noise and you know, big hype about us coming into the parade, and everybody just cheered and thought it was fantastic, and from then on it grew. We've got another group called Women on Wheels who will be also riding behind us or beside us. No, they've paid their bloody entry fee, so they're in it, so we can't do anything about it. That's them. You live and let live, let them do what they want to do. But Dykes on Bikes... What's that? I'm a person too. Yeah, good. You with Women on Wheels, are you? Anyway, if we all going together, that'll be the best thing, because the big impact when we all arrive.
I'm a gutsy woman.
Love you.
Think that you're the devil, but you haven't seen me, bitch. I'm a gutsy woman, and you really make me sick. Think the goddamn world revolves around your boring prick.
First year, I thought I got invited along, and I thought, oh yeah, riding in a parade. I'd never really been in it before. It was great. It was just like you being on stage, basically, because all these people are going, yeah, yahoo, and carrying on. It was good. And we're just waving to everybody. You know, there's people up in the apartments and on top of awnings, and people on the streets, all, you know, laughing and yelling and carrying on. It was great. The general public think it's fantastic. I mean, I think that they can see that we're celebrating that we are as we are. We're there to show that we're all visible and happy, and there's no like sad, we're all leading sad and terrible lives, but in fact we're all having fun and enjoying ourselves, and it's a time, one day of the year, where we all get together and celebrate together. It's fantastic. When I was a young teenager, I felt more inclined to be with women rather than with guys, because I was attracted to women rather than guys. It was just a normal thing. It was just society saying, well, that's not right, and you're weird, or you're strange, and, you know, there's something wrong, morally, religiously wrong with you because you feel like that. It's just the way I am. It's happened.
Burning along on my dead 500 Kawasaki. Well, I'm burning along on my dead 500 Kawasaki. I'm a big butch bike to the dyke, and I know what I like burning along on my dead 500 Kawasaki.
Well, that wraps up our New Voices series. We hope you've enjoyed the films over the last 3 weeks, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of these filmmakers in the years ahead. Next week on The View from Here, we begin a three-part series called Dealing with the Demon. This marvellous Australian series uses the epic story of the opiates as an allegory for society's struggle with all drugs of addiction. Join us then. Good night.